Hi all you healthy humans, welcome to New Leaf Table TV. I'm your host, Chef E, and today we're making oven roasted Chilean sea bass with a lemon quinoa and roasted broccoli. It's gonna be an impressive elevated dish that's super easy to make with an awesome nutritional profile. So we have 2 fillets of Chilean sea bass. So Chilean sea bass has a mild buttery flavor and a flaky whitefish texture. It's actually higher in omega-3 fatty acids than many whitefish. So that's gonna be great for cardiovascular health. It's gonna reduce inflammation, as well as it's really good for brain health. And because of the higher fat content, it makes the flavor very indulgent. So it's a great source of protein. We also have salt and pepper, thyme and rosemary. We're also using 1/2 cup of red quinoa. You can use any type of quinoa. So quinoa is one of the few plant-based foods that's considered a complete protein, meaning it has all 9 amino acids. It's also high in fiber, which is going to be great for digestive health, and it's naturally gluten-free. We have some fresh basil to top our dish with at the end, some fresh garlic, coconut oil. I'm also using broccoli. These are actually broccolini. You can use any sort of broccoli you would like. Bone broth. We're also using 1 whole lemon. So lemon is gonna add a tangy flavor to this dish. It's gonna balance out the buttery, rich flavor of the fish while also bringing out a subtle sweetness in the fish. It's a natural seasoning boost. And it's also high in vitamin C, which is great for immune health and skin health, as well as reducing free radical damage in your body. So let's get started. If you haven't already, go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So go ahead and take your broccoli and put it on a baking dish lined with unbleached parchment paper. We're gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil, salt and pepper, now just mix it all together. Make sure everything is nice and coated. Now we're just gonna pop these in the oven for 20 minutes. Okay, next we're gonna make a quick little marinade for our fish. So combine a tablespoon of olive oil with 2 cloves of garlic, now we're gonna do the zest from 1 lemon. Now we're gonna chop this lemon in half. We'll use the other half in our quinoa. We're gonna do the juice from this half in our marinade. Next, we're gonna add a teaspoon of rosemary and a teaspoon of thyme and salt and pepper. Next, we're gonna mix it all together and get it well combined. And then just go ahead and pour it on top of your sea bass. Just gonna make for sure it's all nice and coated. And then I'm just gonna set this aside because these are only gonna take 6 to 8 minutes to cook, so we're gonna do them at the very end. Okay, next we're gonna get our quinoa going. So go ahead and take your pan, put it on high heat. We're gonna add a cup of broth, a pinch of salt, and our 1/2 cup of quinoa. We're gonna stir this around. Once this comes to a boil, we'll turn it down to simmer, cover the pan, and let it sit for 15 minutes. Okay, our quinoa is boiling, so now we're gonna turn down our heat to low, cover it, set a timer for 15 minutes. When that's done, we'll add coconut oil, lemon juice, salt and pepper. We'll pop our fish in the oven and then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, It's been 20 minutes. We're gonna pull the broccoli out of the oven and then go ahead and bump up the oven to a high broil because that's what we're gonna use to cook the fish. We're gonna cook our fish for 6 to 8 minutes until it's lightly golden brown on top. Okay, our oven has hit broil, so we're gonna go ahead and add our fish. Okay, our fish has been in the oven for 6 minutes. Now let's get it out. So our fish looks perfectly done. So if you'll notice, our parchment paper looks a little burned. If you're worried about your parchment paper burning, you can also just cook your fish directly on the pan. Okay, our quinoa is done, so let's get everything added. Go ahead and add a tablespoon of coconut oil. Then I'm gonna add the lemon juice from my other half of my lemon and some salt and pepper. And give everything a good stir. Now let's get everything plated up. So I'm gonna make a little bed of quinoa. Add my fish. And some of my broccoli. There you have it, folks. Our oven-baked Chilean sea bass with lemon quinoa and roasted broccoli. Thanks for watching New Leaf Table TV. Until we dine again, farewell, healthy humans. To subscribe to New Leaf Table's meal plan service with weekly meals and easy delivery through your existing Amazon Fresh membership, visit our website at newleaftable.com. And also, please hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. It's gonna make it super tasty while being a delicious protein. I don't like how I said that, so we're not gonna say that. We have some fresh basil. Fresh basil. Next, we'll add a teaspoon of rosemary. I was like, what is this? So if you'll notice, our parchment paper looks a little burned. That's very normal, but if you are... Dun, dun, dun. Then we just wait for those two things and then we're done.